Ethan was only 13 years old when he found the map, though no one in the quiet town of Riverfall would have believed a child could uncover something that had defeated grown explorers for generations. He was small for his age, with curious eyes and a habit of wandering where others didn't dare to go. While most children played near the river or the old market, Ethan preferred the abandoned lighthouse at the edge of town, a forgotten place filled with dust, broken stairs, and secrets. One stormy afternoon, while rain lashed against the cracked windows of the lighthouse, Ethan discovered a loose stone beneath the spiral staircase. Behind it lay a rusted metal box. His heart pounded as he opened it and found a yellowed piece of parchment, an ancient map. At the top, written in fading ink, were the words, "The last map of Gray Mountain." Gray Mountain stood far beyond Riverfall, rising like a dark shadow against the horizon. Legends surrounded it. Travelers said its peak was wrapped in endless clouds, its paths twisted by strange winds, and its forests filled with whispers. People believed fear itself lived on that mountain. No one who went there ever returned, or so the stories claimed. Ethan should have put the map back. He should have forgotten it. But something about the lines and symbols pulled him in. The map didn't just show paths. It carried a message at the bottom. Beyond fear lies the truth. That night, Ethan made a decision that would change his life. Before dawn, with a small backpack, a lantern, and the map folded carefully in his pocket, he left Riverfall. The road toward Gray Mountain was long and silent. As the sun rose, the land changed from green fields to rocky ground. Each step forward made his fear louder, but he kept walking, reminding himself why he had started. By the third day, Ethan reached the Forest of Echoes, the first great challenge marked on the map. The trees here were tall and twisted, their branches tangled like grasping hands. When the wind blew, it carried strange sounds. His name, his footsteps, even his own breathing echoed back at him. Fear crept into his chest. "Turn back," the forest seemed to whisper. Ethan stopped. His hands shook, but he remembered the words on the map. Closing his eyes, he took a deep breath and walked forward, ignoring the voices. Slowly, the whispers faded. By sunset, he emerged from the forest, exhausted, but stronger. He'd learned his first lesson. Fear grows when you listen to it. Next came the Valley of Shadows. Here the ground dipped sharply, and dark shapes moved along the canyon walls. The map warned, "Do not chase what follows you." As Ethan descended, shadows appeared beside him, mimicking his movements. Panic surged and he almost ran, but then he stopped. He walked calmly, never looking directly at them. When he reached the other side, the shadows vanished like smoke. Each trial tested not his strength, but his courage and patience. Finally, after days of climbing, Ethan stood at the base of Gray Mountain itself. Its peak disappeared into thick, swirling clouds. The air felt heavy, and every step upward was harder than the last. Cold winds howled, trying to push him back. His legs ached, and doubt filled his mind. Halfway up the mountain, Ethan found the ruins of an old camp. Torn tents and broken tools lay scattered around. This was where others had failed. Fear wrapped around him like a chain. He sat down, head in his hands, wondering if he was foolish to believe a child could succeed, where adults had not. That was when he noticed something carved into a stone. "We feared the mountain, not ourselves." The words struck him deeply. He realized the mountain was not the enemy. The true battle was inside his own heart. With renewed determination, Ethan climbed higher. As he neared the summit, the clouds thickened and the world grew silent. At last he reached the top and found something unexpected. There was no monster, no curse. At the peak stood a small stone platform, and at its center lay a crystal compass, glowing softly. When Ethan touched it, the clouds parted, revealing breathtaking views of valleys, rivers, and towns far below, including Riverfall. The compass wasn't meant to guide people through land. It guided them through fear. The map, Ethan realized, had been designed to find someone brave enough to face themselves. As he descended Gray Mountain, the path felt lighter. The forest no longer whispered. The shadows no longer followed. Fear had lost its power. When Ethan returned to Riverfall, people gathered in disbelief. He didn't bring treasure or gold, only the map and a new understanding. He placed the map back in the lighthouse, knowing its purpose was complete. From that day on, Gray Mountain was no longer feared, but respected. And Ethan, once just a quiet boy, became a symbol of courage, proof that even the greatest fears can be overcome by those brave enough to take the first step. Because the greatest journey is not across mountains or forests, but beyond fear itself.